All right, let's dive right in. Today, we are breaking down a brand new playbook for making money online, one that's actually built for 2026 and the age of AI. So if you are sick and tired of all the outdated, rehashed advice out there, you're going to want to stick around. This is for you.
I'm guessing this quote hits home for a lot of you. It just perfectly nails that feeling of frustration, right? You're constantly sorting through these scammy, recycled business ideas that, let's be honest, just don't work anymore.
Because the game has changed. It's completely different now. AI has totally rewritten the rules, and the strategies that might have worked 5, even 3 years ago, they're basically obsolete. So what we're going to do here is lay out a new model that actually works.
So here's our game plan. First, we're going to talk about how to filter out all the bad ideas. Then we'll look at 2 very different paths you can take. One for making that first bit of cash fast, and another for building real, long-term wealth. And we'll wrap up with the single biggest mistake that stops most people dead in their tracks.
The entire system really boils down to these 4 buckets. Think of it like levels in a video game. You've got the trash bucket, which are ideas that actually lose you money, then the easy path to get you to your first 10 grand a month, all the way up to the hard path, which is where you build a real multi-million-dollar empire. It's a super clear roadmap of effort versus reward.
Okay, let's kick things off with what is, without a doubt, the most important step: figuring out which business ideas are just destined to fail. This is going to save you so much time and money. Now, take a look at this list. What's crazy is how many of these are still being pushed by gurus as amazing opportunities. From flipping NFTs to doing basic data entry, these are either way too crowded, totally obsolete, or just flat out risky. Trying to build a business on these is, and I love this analogy, like trying to race across the ocean in a car. You're just going to sink.
So how do you protect yourself? It's actually really simple. Before you jump into any new idea, run it through this 3-question filter. If you get a yes to even one of these, you walk away. This is your shield against wasting months, or even years, on a dead-end street.
All right, now that we know what to avoid, let's get to the good stuff. Let's talk about the first real viable path. This is all about getting some quick wins, building up your confidence, and getting that cash flowing fast.
These right here are the perfect starting points. Why? Because they are in super high demand, they aren't that hard to learn, and businesses are desperate for people who can do this stuff right now. And notice the theme here, a lot of these are supercharged by AI, not replaced by it. You can pick up these skills and start making money in like 30 to 60 days.
And getting your first client doesn't have to be complicated. Just follow this simple plan. Don't just sell your time, sell a specific result. Then guarantee that result to take away all the risk for them. Create a little urgency by saying you only have a few client spots open, and then just commit to reaching out to just one potential client every single day. That's it.
Okay, so you've made your first few $1,000s. Awesome. Now it's time to talk about the pro path. This is where the goal shifts. We're not just trying to earn some money anymore. We're talking about building scalable, long-term wealth by solving way bigger problems.
So this is it. This is the fundamental mindset shift you have to make. On the easy path, you get paid for completing tasks. You're a pair of hands. But on the pro path, you get paid for delivering valuable business outcomes, like generating more revenue or saving a company a ton of time. That right there is the key to unlocking a much, much higher income.
And here's what that looks like in the real world. This is the medium path. It's about combining skills to tackle major business challenges. You're no longer just editing a video, now you're building an entire AI-powered content system that brings in new leads and drives sales for a company. See the difference?
Now, if you want to scale up here, there are 2 things you absolutely have to do. First, you need proof. You've got to build a handful of case studies with real, measurable results, even if it means doing the first few projects for cheap. Second, you stop selling one-off projects and start selling monthly retainers. This creates predictable recurring revenue, and that's the foundation of a real business.
And that brings us to the highest level, the hard path. At this point, we're not even really talking about freelancing or running a small agency anymore. This is about building assets, building empires, things that generate massive returns, often without you needing to be there every single day.
And this is the long-term blueprint to get there. It's all about creating systems for everything you do, slowly building an amazing team, using AI everywhere to make your business more profitable, and using your personal brand to have opportunities come to you. This is how you build a company that is so valuable, someone else would want to buy it.
But before you get all excited and pick your path, we need to talk about one last thing. This is a critical warning. It's the $1 million mistake that sinks people on every single path. And it is, by far,
the #1 reason most people fail.
So let me ask you directly. What do you think is the #1 trap that destroys more online businesses, more dreams than anything else?
Yep, it's shiny object syndrome. You know exactly what this is. It's that constant need to chase the next big thing. You jump from one idea to the next, switching buckets every few weeks, and you never ever gain any real traction because you're always hitting the reset button and starting over from zero.
The antidote, the cure for this is so simple, but it's incredibly powerful. It's this number, 1,000. 1,000 days of focused, relentless commitment to one single path. That's about 3 years. It's about staying in the game long enough to actually see the results.
And here's exactly how you do it. First, you make that commitment to yourself. 1,000 days, one thing, no distractions. Second, you document your journey and build in public. Share your progress, your wins, your failures. That accountability creates momentum, and it will pull you through the days when you feel like quitting.
At the end of the day, you can do anything. You just can't do everything. The people who win in 2026 and beyond will be the ones who pick a path and commit. So the only real question this whole playbook leaves us with is, what will you commit to?